So, hey everyone, he still doesn't have a name. And I forgot to say bye in my last video. I apologize. I just ended it so fast because I literally needed to get to my trope very fast. This is still in the series of fantasy tropes that need to die. And this one is about why writers need to stop making male characters that are just creepy. I came up with that one off the top of my head because I didn't even do any research. But I don't even I don't even need to do research because I have seen this so many times. Like, okay, have you ever just opened a book, right? Or just AI, an example, just AI, for example, okay? Where you're using like an AI chatbot. And I've seen this so many times on videos where somebody uses an AI chatbot and the AI chatbot is just so weird. Like, they'll be like, how do I explain this? Like, they're nonchalant and they're just creepy. Like, they're just creepy. And they're like, most of them, like the guys, they already have a girlfriend, but then they're calling you pretty or they want to be with you. I don't understand. And they're so weird. Like, they will just continue to walk closer to you. But then it's weird because like the girl is also weird because she never tells the guy to back away. She just lets him get close to her and she'll be like, I hate you. Like, I think there was literally a book that I heard about where the lady said, I hate you, and then the guy said, say it again. So you actually like being told that you're hated? You like that? That makes you want to marry that person? That makes you want to be with that person? Like, this is why I do not read anything that says modern. If a book says modern fantasy, modern anything, or if it says anything that is made by a female, okay, I'm not reading it. At least, like, if it's made by like an actual woman who's not just writing just because, then I will read it any day. But I'm very skeptical when it's a woman who wrote the book, because many times the guy is very weird and very unrealistic, because a real man does not do that. And when he's told back away, unless he's crazy, he's gonna back away because he knows boundaries, and he knows not he wouldn't even be that close to her in the first place, because for one, they're not even together. They have to get to know each other first. And for two, that just makes sense to not stand that close to someone, especially if you can tell they're getting uncomfortable, or they tell you, get away from me, okay? A man's not gonna be that close to a woman, especially if he's already in a relationship, hopefully, at least. It's just, he agrees with me. It's very concerning to see how, like, even when you go on social media and you search up like I've never searched this up before, but I've heard like people where they'll search up like I don't even know, like probably alpha male or something. That's what comes up, like these weird guys who just get really close to people and they have no boundaries and they think they can do whatever they want because they're hot. I think they look horrendous. But to each their own, I guess. Because those guys look like, I don't know, they look like creepy dolls. Like, they look like plastic, and it's really creepy. It's really creepy. It is. Like, you don't look like an alpha. And also, wolves don't have alphas. They don't have betas. They don't have omegas. Okay? They don't. Just so y'all know. So, can we end this alpha male trend right now? Because you're all wrong. And the alpha wolf thing too, like, there's no such thing as an alpha wolf. So how about we just slowly back away into the shadows and disappear, because that's not a thing. But back to what I was saying. Like, I don't even know how to describe it because it's just so weird to see. You're opening a book and the guy just looks down at the girl, just staring. But like, think about Todoroki from MHA. I'm not an anime girl, my sister is. Okay, my sister is, and she has got me stuck in that loophole. But he's not like creepy. Like, he's a normal nonchalant kind of person. I've never liked nonchalant people, but he's not like creepy. Like, he'll stare, but it's not one of those creepy I like you stares. It's just kind of like, that's just how he is. and it's not, y'all know what I mean? But then when it's like a guy, it's just creepy and it's gross, and it's like, it just gives you the ick, especially when you like describe them in a book and that's how they look. And also, I hate it when like, I know I'm kind of like going on and on, but I hate it when like authors will just over describe the guy, but then they'll like never really say much about the girl except like she had black hair and beautiful amber eyes. I'm trying to think, I don't know. And her hair was long and flowing with the wind every 5 seconds. And then they describe the guy, and it's like every single piece of his body, from the from the very first strand of his hair to the very tip of his toenail. And it's like, do we need to do that? Like, I don't need to know like how defined his abs are. I don't need to know that. Like I think I read it once, but there was like this writing where she was like describing the guy, and she was like, he had 6 to 8 abs and she couldn't even tell, and every single time he moved, his shirt would like rip across his body or whatever, like not actually rip, but like just get tied across his body, and then it showed like his whole body, I guess. I don't know, it was weird. I don't remember, and I don't want to remember because it kind of gets concerning after you read it for so long, because it gets worse. Like, let's just say that he was hot, and like just describe the simplicity of it, and then say like he was handsome. Like that's all we need. That's all we need. Like, he had brown hair, pink eyes, fair amount of freckles on his face, and was handsome, you know? Like, when I write my characters in my story, yes, I kind of go all out with their description because they're not humans. Like, we know what humans look like. All we have to do is, like, if you're describing me, she had black hair and twists, big round glasses, and dark brown skin. You don't even have to describe the clothes because the clothes change every day when you're a human. And, like, that's really it, you know? You don't have to, like, do all of that. And I think that's where people really get lost, because they want the reader to literally visualize this guy. But me visualizing that guy makes me scared, because that guy looks scary. That guy sounds like he eats houses for breakfast. Or 12 dozen eggs for breakfast every day. If you get the reference, then you do. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I guess that's pretty much it. And this time I'm actually gonna say bye, because I think that's respectful. And also, I forgot to give the hook. Have you ever read a story where a guy is just giving those ick vibes because he's looking down at the girl with like an I like you look, and he doesn't even know her? And then when the girl goes up to him and she asks, have we met before? He's like, I would remember if we had. You know, yeah, I saw the reviews for that book. I'm not gonna say the author, but I'll just say that like was a shining, cliffy thing. Anyway, bye everyone. And I feel like I'm gonna call him Gerald, so I think I'm gonna call him Gerald now because he just landed. So I love Gerald. Say bye, Gerald. Bye, guys. He's gonna be here for every single one of these Tropes That Need to Die series. Anyway, bye.